That was like the best Pat Bev moment of the season. Like Pat Bev has a moment that the broken watch.
Keep him.
Morning. Yeah, at this point, keep him. But morning, Bruno. But
so obviously, the Los Angeles Lakers are currently the best team in the Western Conference.
I mean, not by record, but if you want to say on
as far as current hotness goes, I've got them all the way at flaming because T. Morant is the most annoying person on the entire planet, and coming in at number 2, the answer has to be Dillon Brooks. Dylan, listen. Unfortunately for you, you've never accomplished anything impressive in your NBA career. There's this guy called Shannon Sharp. Cyro, do you know who Shannon Sharp is?
Of course I know who Shannon Sharp is.
He might be the best tight end of all time. He is a Hall of Famer.
Travis Kelce or Robert Gronkowski's probably one of them.
According to Mr. DB, he's a blogger. So I don't like the disrespect. The Lakers channeled their hatred for the Memphis Grizzlies for greeting and doing stuff on other teams' logo, and also just like Dillon Brooks, never have won anything. So it's interesting. It was a great win. It was a phenomenal win. Shout out to Dennis Schroeder for sealing the deal. And then, yesterday was a big football day, and I'm on my phone. I see the Lakers are playing. I throw it on, and Lakers scored like 12 points in the second quarter. It was a complete and utter blowout. And Mr. LeBron James, the GOAT of basketball, TB31, putting up 30 plus. Dennis Schroeder having another game. And the icing on the cake is Mr. Anthony Davis, top 10 player in this league. He's coming back on Saturday, possibly.
All right, so the Lakers have done a really good job of staying near 500 since Anthony Davis has been out. I mean, there have been times when this team has looked down and gloomy, but then there's times you're like, oh my God. So, is this a team? And I hate to continue to talk trades because this is a team that they're not going to do any big trades. And I don't think there will be a trade. But is this a team that still's looking to make a move, whether it be a buyout player through the free agency market because they have roster spots open, or are they looking for an easy trade that they can just trade a second round pick? But at this point, Kendrick Nunn and Pat Bev have both played better. And we know that Jay Crowder, Rudy Gay, and Will Barton are the 3 most likely buyout candidates, if not traded, by the February 9th deadline in 2 weeks. Do you believe that this team is at this point saying, fuck a trade, we have roster spots open, I think 2 or 1 roster spots open, at least 1, potentially 2, that they can go out and sign a guy like Will Barton, a guy like Jay Crowder, or a guy like Rudy Gay if they were to get bought out?
It's a really good point because, like you're saying, these guys are stepping up. Kendrick Nunn, no longer Kendrick None, he's shooting. And this is a 15 point per game score in its first 2 years. So I'm glad, it seems like he's kind of finally back from that injury. Pat Bev, you've always wanted to trade this man the entire year. I've never understood it. I've told you every single time. And guys like Wendy and Gabriel, pretty important. Max Christie from Arlington Heights, Illinois.
He's been a dog.
Yeah. So you bring up a really good point. If guys like Rudy Gobert gets dropped, if guys like Rudy Gay and Will Barton and Jay Crowder, if they do hit the buyout market, I hope the Lakers 100% get after it. I've been saying all year that the Lakers need to make a trade, and it needs to include Russell Westbrook, which I still stand by, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, because I think once we get to the playoffs, it could be a big issue. But as far as the rest of the core goes, and the young cats, Kendrick Nunn, Wenyen, et cetera, I don't know, trading them's in their best interest right now.
Yeah, no, I think right now it's in their best interest to continue to look at the buyout market because I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I got Rudy Gay, Jay Crowder, or Will Barton's going to be the reason why they win a championship. Nah, but honestly, Will Barton's the one that intrigues me the most. Rudy Gay would just be their Jared Dudley, but I think if you look at this, I think if bringing in a guy like Rudy Gay, Jay Crowder, or Will Barton, if they just anybody off the free agency market, because I know they at least have one roster spot open, is something that I think they would benefit tremendously from due to the fact that this is a team that I think starting lineup is a lot better than people want to give them credit for. And I feel like they're one or two pieces away from having they just need a guy off the bench that can reliably come in and hit 3-point shots.
Three is a big thing.
And that's why I think Will Barton's the biggest guy here. I know Will Barton's been butt cheeks this year. I mean, maybe it's just not a good fit, but he's only played in 36 games for the Wizards. He shot, I mean, thankfully, yes, he shot 37.5% from the field, but he is shooting 36.5% from three. So the 3-point shot is still there, and he's primarily only taking threes. And then the numbers are terrible. But if we look at his last season with the Nuggets, which was last year, and hopefully he can be a
his
similar,
whole career, really.
Yeah, his whole career. This is a guy that for his career, 25 minutes a night, 11.5 points, 35, almost 36% from three, 43% from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, almost a little under a steal, and a little under half a block a game. In the last few seasons, he's a guy who can easily come in and give you a low double-digit points a night, few rebounds, few assists, just playing the role that they need. He would play the role that they would need him to play. I think, having a guy like Will Barton off the bench would help them tremendously.
Yeah, they're dead last in 3-pointers made. They're only making 10 threes a night.
Yeah, and Will Barton's
players do that.
Will Barton's last game he played was January 6th, and he played 17 minutes, scored 14 points in 17 minutes, shot 5 for 8 from the field, 8 attempts, and 5 of those attempts came from three, and he made 2 for 5 from three, grabbed 4 boards, 3 assists. Imagine that 17 minutes for the Lakers. 17 minutes, 14 points, 8 field goal attempts. 5 of those field goal attempts are threes. 2 of those made were threes, and then 3 other makes. So 5 attempts he made out of the 8. So it's just like that. Though that's what you would want if you're the Los Angeles Lakers.
Real quick on man Armando. This Laker team, or it's more so. Sorry, Blazers. It's a mess.
You want to touch Portland real quick?
Do something really quick. Yeah. But LW4 has been out. AR-15's been out. Obviously, AD's been out. This Lakers team they're a little bit banged up, and they're still. Did you know that the Memphis Grizzlies were on a double-digit